Hey folks, I hope that you guys are doing pretty well. So today is Thursday, the 30th of April, 2026. And in today's video, I want to talk about the prophecy in Zechariah 8:14, okay? And how it's actually linked to one of my prophecies, and therefore it's linked to a whole cluster of other prophecies as well, okay? Now, Zechariah 8:14 reads, "For thus saith the Lord of hosts, if I thought to punish you," that's what I prophesied, that the tribulation period is going to be a punishment for Israel, and so that's why I'm linked to this prophecy. As I thought to punish you when your fathers provoked me to wrath, saith the Lord of hosts, and I repented not. Okay, so this prophecy is, of course, for the tribulation period. It's Daniel's 70th week, if you like. So this prophecy then is linked to Gabriel the prophet, in other words, myself, in that, I prophesied that the tribulation period is going to be a punishment, okay? Now, I already prophesied this, and I did a video on my YouTube channel, published on the 5th of January 2026, in which is titled My Prophetic Mini Book of Revelation, okay? So these prophecies, if you like, then Zechariah 8:14, which is going to be a punishment, the same what I have prophesied myself, then they're actually linked to a whole cluster of other prophecies as well, and that includes Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 11, okay? But I will correct thee in measure and will not leave thee altogether unpunished, okay? So you can see the word here, punished, okay? Just like I have prophesied that myself, okay? There's going to be a punishment, and also just like Zechariah prophesied that as well, okay? So it's linked to many prophecies, so yes, in Jeremiah chapter 30, 11, it reads, but I will correct thee in measure, and I will not leave thee altogether unpunished, okay? Now, furthermore, it's also linked to Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is cried, so that is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, okay? But he shall be saved out of it. Now, what does Jacob's trouble mean? Jacob's trouble is also a punishment when you think about it, It's Daniel's 70th week. So yeah, when you think about it, Jacob's trouble is a punishment done to atone Israel. It's a punishment, but it's also a punishment to atone Israel, if you like, because God is going to send the two witnesses, Moses and Elijah, is to bring them to Jesus, if you like, but it's also a punishment to, punish them for their sins, okay? For rejecting Jesus and things like that, okay? Now, it's also linked to Daniel 9:24, okay? 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish their transgression, okay? So, and that's sin, to finish with sin, It is also linked to Hosea 6:2, okay? After 2 days will he revive us, okay? And it's also linked to Malachi 3:9. You are cursed with a curse, okay? That's a punishment, okay? For you have robbed me, okay? Even this whole nation, when Jesus came, to be the Messiah, if you like. You can also add Malachi 3:5, if you like. And I will come near to you to judgment, okay? Which judgment, brings punishment, okay? Now, it's also linked to Matthew 24, verses 32 and 34, and on verse 34 it reads, this generation shall not pass till all the things be fulfilled, okay? So God is actually generational, and he punishes in generations, So this is the generational punishment, if you like, okay? Now let me turn over the page. It's also, of course, linked to Mark 13, verses 28 to 30, Luke 21:32, okay? It's also linked to Psalm 90, verse 11. Who knoweth the power of thy anger, okay? That's God's anger, the Jewish people being in tribulation period, even according to thy fear. so it's like wrath. Okay, so yes, this prophecy here is the Jewish people in the tribulation period. And see also Psalm 94 verse 12, and also Psalm 94 verse 15. So Zechariah 8:14 is actually linked to my own prophecy, okay, and it's linked to all these classes of prophecies here. So I thought that I would bring this to your attention. Thanks for watching, folks. I will do other videos. I will see what I'll decipher next. There are some prophecies in the Bible which I'm actually linked to, singular prophecies, like this one, for example, in Zechariah 8:14. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention. And there are others in which I will do future videos in the future, okay? All right, thanks for watching, folks, and I'll talk to you all later.